family, or welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm going to be coming clean with you guys. So this is something that I've been, hiding from you guys. It wasn't on purpose though. I didn't realize that I was hiding this until a lot of you guys kept asking me questions about it. So I have decided that I will take this opportunity to come clean with you guys. Again, this wasn't something that I was being secretive about. This wasn't something that I was, hiding from you guys on purpose. It's just something that I didn't realize I wasn't talking about or keeping up with you guys on. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay guys, thank you for coming back. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Mercy. I am an RN BSN, and on this channel I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty. I do a little bit of vlogging. I talk about hair, and I just talk about a little bit of everything. So if you would like to join the family, I'd encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification button. That way you'll never miss another video from me again. With that being said, let's get right into it, y'all. So as I said, this is something that I've been hiding, and I didn't really realize this until recently. Especially a lot of you guys have been asking me about it, and I thought, didn't I talk about this before? I thought I already put this information out there. I thought everybody knew, but that is my fault. And being in this position, I realized that you kind of have to keep up with certain things, especially when you say certain things. You have to keep up with it so that your viewers know exactly what's going on. So what I'm going to be talking about today is school, more specifically NP school. I told you guys a while back that I was in NP school, which is nurse practitioner school. For those of you guys who don't know, I was enrolled in school to get my master's degree. A lot of you guys know my story, especially about my pregnancy. My pregnancy was a really hard pregnancy. I had a lot of complications. I was very sick a lot, and I just wasn't able to keep up with a lot of stuff. And one of the most important things that I wasn't able to keep up with as well as I should was schooling. So for those of you guys who don't know, I am a family nurse practitioner student, and I go to Chamberlain University. That is also where I got my bachelor's degree. So right after I got my bachelor's degree, I want to say about 6-7 months after that, I tested and got into the FNP program. So I started school. I was about a year and a few months in, and then I became pregnant. And you guys also know that, as I always say, my pregnancy wasn't planned. It was just something that God decided to take me into a different direction. So once I became pregnant, everything was fine. I was still in school, but then I started to get really sick. And if you guys haven't seen my pregnancy story, I'll leave that down below so you guys can check it out. But it was almost like every week I was in the hospital. And sometimes I would be in the hospital for 4 days, 5 days, sometimes even 10 days. So within that time, my school started to suffer a little bit. So the requirement for the FNP program is to have at least a 3.0 in every single course. So when I was about 4 months pregnant, I got admitted again. And this time I was in the hospital for about 7 days. And you guys know that when you're sick, when you're in pain, especially when you're in the hospital, there's nothing stable. Your routine is kind of changed. And also, my program goes really fast. Our courses are 8 weeks, and every week is very important. So even if you miss a day, sometimes it feels like you missed a week. So that is what I was dealing with. So this time I was in the hospital for 7 days, and I couldn't do anything. And I tried to contact my professor, but it would take some time, and I would have to go through student services. And by the time everything was said and done, I had already missed a lot. So I saw that my grades were starting to suffer. And if I had kept going down that path, I would have gotten kicked out of the program. So I called my school, I called my professors, and I told them my situation. They wanted some They wanted some proof from my doctors. So I sent it to them. So I had to drop out of that class. So then I came home. Everything was fine. I was healthy again. And then once I started the next class, everything happened again, and then I had to get admitted, and all of this was too much. It was causing me, not only was my pregnancy causing me a lot of stress, my school was causing me a lot of stress as well, because I wanted to keep up with my grades. So then I called the school again. I told them I was in the hospital. They wanted some proof. I had to get some stuff from my doctors, and it was just too much for me at this point. So I decided to take some time off of school and focus on the pregnancy. At this point, I was already on bed rest from work. I couldn't really work because I was physically in so much pain, and it just took over everything. So my doctor placed me on bed rest, and she also said that I should take time out of school because that too was causing a lot of stress for me. So I went ahead and made the decision to get out of school. And again, this wasn't something that I was hiding. It wasn't something that I was keeping to myself on purpose. It was just something that happened throughout my life, and I just had to make a decision. So at this point, I was out of school for about 6 months. And then when the baby got here, I was so grateful that I was able to meet my baby, especially after everything I was told throughout my pregnancy. I was told that I wasn't going to have the baby. I was having so many complications. They said that my life was involved, the baby's life was involved, and they just wanted me to take it easy. So once the baby got here, I was so excited to meet my baby, and I was so blessed. I decided that I wasn't going to go right back to school. So within that time, I started to think a lot. During the time of my pregnancy, when I was on bed rest and I couldn't do schoolwork, I couldn't do anything, YouTube was kind of my outlet. I was just putting these educational videos out. I was putting a lot of motivational videos out. I was just sharing a lot with you guys, and a lot of you guys started to comment that I would make a great teacher. And that too started to weigh on me because a lot of you guys said, you speak very well, you know how to explain things, you know how to motivate people, so you should look into teaching. And I got that comment a lot. A lot of you guys kept telling me that I would make a great teacher, that I should look into it. And I started to think about it a lot. And I love teaching. I like to take my time to explain things to people. I like to educate people. I like to motivate people. So I started to think about it. And at one point, I actually called my school and told them that I wanted to switch my major to education. So I was going to get my master's degree in education instead of family nurse practitioner. But I told them that I wasn't ready yet. And once I was ready, I would call them and let them know so I can move on. So I wanted to think about this a lot because I had already put a year and a half into the nurse practitioner program, and I didn't want to waste that because a lot of the courses don't transfer because these are two different tracks. The nurse practitioner track is a whole different track, and the educational track is also a whole different track. So I started to think about it, and I thought, let me take my time and think about it. And I was also taking the time to enjoy being a mother. So I didn't want to rush anything. I didn't want to rush any decision. I have my bachelor's degree. I'm doing well on that. I started a few small businesses here and there. I was doing well there as well. So I just wanted to take my time with this decision, and I didn't realize that I didn't share that with you guys. And a lot of you guys, as I said, have been asking me, what's going on with your nurse practitioner program? What's going on with school? Are you still in school? Did you quit school? And I just wanted to take the time to really sit down and explain it to you guys because being an influencer can be hard at times. Being an influencer is exactly what it is. You influence people. You influence people's decisions. You influence people's attitude. And a lot of you guys come to me for advice. You come to me to learn from my experience. And I just didn't want to rush and tell you guys, oh, I quit school and not have a legitimate explanation. And I didn't really quit school. I took some time off because of health reasons. That also turned into me changing my mind about what I wanted to do. And that just required a lot of time and a lot of thinking about what I wanted to do. So as of today, I have had a lot of time to think. I have had a lot of time to, make my decision. And I have decided that although I love to teach, although I love my social media platforms and my presence and what I'm doing here, but I also want something to fall back on. So I have decided to go back to school for my family nurse practitioner because that way I will always be a teacher. I think that comes natural to me, but also I'll have the opportunity to advance my career and actually do what I wanted to do in the first place because that is what I've always wanted to do. I have always wanted to be a family nurse practitioner just because I want to work with a wide range of people, to not just be a psych nurse practitioner where I'm only dealing with psych patients, or a pediatric nurse practitioner where I'm only dealing with pediatric patients, or a geriatric nurse practitioner where I'm only dealing with older people. A family nurse practitioner can deal with everyone from babies to adults to geriatric, to just everyone. And I just wanted to have that versatility because, as I tell you guys all the time, I don't like to do the same thing over and over and over. And I feel like being a family nurse practitioner will give me that opportunity to, take care of everyone. So I have decided as of today, I'm going to go back to school and get my family nurse practitioner. As of March of 2020, I will be back in school full time. I'm already a year in. I think I have about a year and a half left. I will be back in school full time by God's grace. I don't know how life is going to change for me. I don't know what's going to come. I don't know what opportunities are going to come my way, but I plan to go back to school full time and finish up my family nurse practitioner. And I want to apologize that I guess you guys weren't in the loop about what's going on. Again, it wasn't something that was on purpose. It was just a decision that I had to make for myself. And it was a time to reflect. And I just didn't want to rush out here and tell you guys things without having a great legitimate reason. So that is why I decided to take my time to tell you guys this. So 2020, as I said, is going to be a year of motivation, a year of, progress. It's going to be a year of good things, a year of friendship. It's going to be a year of success, a year of building. And as for my YouTube, I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. This is my creative outlet. I love the family dynamic that I have built here with you guys. I love how we motivate each other. I love how we can talk about everything from finance to hair to nursing to motherhood to lifestyle. I just love the platform that I have built here, and I'm really, really excited, and I just look forward to see where it's going to take all of us. I'm so grateful for you guys. For those of you guys who just joined the family, thank you guys so much for joining. For those of you guys who are my OG, thank you guys for being here. As of today, I think we're at 145K subscribers. I don't know what's happening, y'all, but I'm so grateful and I'm so humbled by it. And I just want to thank you guys so much for everything you've done for me, for being there. And from now on, I'm going to be more transparent with you guys, especially when it comes to school, what classes I'm taking, how it's going, especially when I start practicum. I'm going to take you guys along that journey with me. And 2020 has a lot for me, guys. I have a lot to share with you guys, but I'm going to share them as they happen. I have a lot of things in the works right now, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for being so patient and so supportive. And I just owe everything to you guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching. And as I said, if you haven't already joined the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification button. And if you did like the video, guys, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And also, don't forget to share the video. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.